First off, I want to say thank you to all my supporters for sticking by me throughout all this. If you don't hear me speak much about the situation, I was advised by my attorney not to. Enjoy the podcast. It's freaking Nay. Himself, I'm going to let everybody introduce himself, and starting with...
My name is Stephanie.
VanLuc.
My name is Erika.
My name is Frank the freaking Tank.
And there you have it. The crew right here.
That's right.
And what we're about to get into is some bullshit. I hope y'all enjoy it. If you do see flies flying around in here,
We have
sorry about
minions.
that. We got minions in here. Well, I'm going to keep quiet for a minute. I'm going to let my boy start this, my best friend right here, Frank the Tank,
Of course. Bro.
start this podcast off. So go ahead, Frank.
So VanLuc, I guess you're a great speaker and everything. I want to ask you, what is the allegations and everything going towards my boy? Of course, with no evidence, just hear videos. Of course, what he said, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? It's not right. But what do you think of everything that's being talked about? It's all over the freaking internet.
Yeah.
So,
what I first thought when I came across everything is I was like, what the hell? Like, if this is true, this is bad. Like, this looks really bad. And but then I said, I want to wait and I want to hear all sides of the story, because there's one story, another story, and then somewhere in the middle lies the truth.
Yeah.
So I wanted to wait to see all of that.
Of course.
And it wasn't until Andrew went live and he was allowing people to like ask him questions, even people who had an opinion that wasn't going to shine so brightly on him, like me, he allowed them up there. And I thought, like, wow, I think that's awesome to see, because a lot of creators don't do that, especially in a situation like this. And so I started to look at everything and started to go back and forth. And after everything is when I came to the conclusion, like, there's a lot that is not being shown, right? Like,
of course.
Real receipts. It's all a bunch of this, he said, she said type of stuff.
And we're talking about things that happened in the past that are just barely being brought up because these guys are not in a good relationship with him anymore.
Yeah.
Just because they're not working with him anymore, they feel like, oh, now we can bring it up. Now I feel like it's the right time for us to bring it up.
Yeah. Why didn't they bring it up as soon as it happened?
Exactly. That's
Right?
exactly what I said too. Not only that though, but like when I take back what I said, that there was no receipts. There were some, but the way, I don't know if you felt the same way, but I felt like, okay, well, you showed us a little bit of something, but where's all of it?
All of it,
Like,
right.
where is all of it? And then what's the timeline? My main question was, what's the timeline with the texts? When did they take place? And how long after did you take, right? To come out and say something, because that's telling.
And not only that, if it's as bad as, which is what you said, it wasn't the right thing to say. And maybe I was in the group chat, because there was a group chat that was there. I as well, I was in the group chat. Maybe I should have said something.
So hold on,
and
so
I
you
didn't.
can speak about it a little bit more of that group chat, let's say, some of that situation, let's say, right?
Yeah.
What you saw.
Yeah, well, so it was on the group chat, we're in the group chat and everything. If they say it was as bad as they say it was, how come they didn't say nothing? They didn't say shit in the group chat when we were all there. Oh, it's bad. Yes, I'm gonna tell my wife this and that. They didn't tell nothing. If it's as bad as they think it is, which is, what he said was, like I said, I admit it, and I talked to him, bro, what you said, that was bad, yes. But nothing was said. They didn't say nothing. Now they want to bring it up, which I believe they brought that shit up for freaking clout. Because now, without fucking clout, they're fucking, you guys see when you go live, all they talk about is talk shit about him, and their freaking views skyrise. But when they're not talking about this freaking subject or nothing, their freaking views are freaking low. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what I'm just trying to say is, like, they are avoiding that freaking thing. They're avoiding the fact that they were in that group chat and they didn't have nothing to say then, but now out of nowhere they want to bring this shit up.
Yeah. So they didn't say anything.
Oh, yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So the four of y'all were like really good friends at one
Yeah,
point,
100%.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so before these allegations came out on Andrew, were there any red flags to you from Kiki and Jerry? Let's say, like, allegedly, let's say, right? We're speaking allegedly here, okay? So was there anything that you might have said, like, looking back now, there was maybe a video the four of us might have done that I felt there was some jealousy allegedly going on?
A lot of the jealousy that I would see would come from Jerry. Like, a lot of jealousy.
Allegedly, right?
I would see a lot of that. A lot of that jealousy.
Allegedly, though, right?
Allegedly, yeah. Allegedly. There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would see it towards.
No, because he was in the circle, so I feel that he has a lot of
No,
input.
that's what when he said,
like he was in it, he lived it with them. So I feel like if we're gonna get stuff out of it, it's gonna come from him, because this is the guy that like he could have chose to like just step back from everything, and be like, look, y'all are involving my name in something that is like absolutely wrong, right? And okay, like what was said, okay, like a lot I people do dark,
but he
humor.
called him for it.
Right.
Unlike them, he called him and said, "Yeah, that wasn't right."
But what I'm saying, like what I'm trying to say is like, I feel like he's a very good judge of character from what I see. I feel like if there was something, just like I feel like it would have been called on, or like something into the effects would have been done. But I just feel like this guy, because since he was in it, there's more that we can get from him, that we can kind of like put ourselves
I'll say,
in that place,
it was when he said the part with the roofie and everything. Yes, I told him that I was gonna go out on a date, or I was gonna go on something, and it was like, it's a group chat, what I'm saying, we shouldn't be joking about that, but it was said, it's out there, But
that was like dark humor that like y'all had, right?
Dark humor, some dark humor, and some people are gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't. At the end of the day, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna freaking do it. Oh, yeah, no, I didn't do that. I would never in freaking life do something like that, of course, right? And like I'm over here saying it. I was in the group chat. I was there. Yes. How come these guys can't freaking come out and be like, yes, I was there too, and I didn't say shit?
Exactly. That's what I was like.
Accountable.
And saying it, telling my boy that, yes, bro, what you said is wrong.
So you addressed it right there and then, let's say.
Did I address it on the group chat when he said that?
Or like you addressed them one-on-one, let's say, like, hey.
On that time on the group chat, I didn't.
No. Okay.
I was like,
but you still addressed them.
I talked to him openly, separately. Hey, bro,
Uh.
we talked on the phone. We talked in person, bro. What you said, hey, he knows that. He knows that himself, what he said. He apologized. He went on live. He apologized like a man. Anybody else would have just put a little message. I apologize.
Exactly.
But he
and
keeps apologizing,
taking a break.
apologizing. How many times does this guy have to freaking apologize?
Exactly.
I know what he did was wrong, but he can't take it back. It was said. But at the end of the day, there was no actions taken. There's no receipts. There's
nobody
nothing.
has come forward.
Even this freaking guy, Kiki, Rec, freaking said on his own freaking live saying that, hey, we don't have any more receipts or nothing. Everybody was just baited in. Everybody was just a little freaking bait. A little bait for them to like, my bad. A little bait for them to like, go watch my freaking YouTube video. Let us get some freaking clout. Let's get a clickbait.
It was clickbait.
Because even the TikTok, the video, so one of the first things that I saw was that clip, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, damn, this doesn't look good at all. Like, what is happening here?
But it worked, right? They got 20, 30,000 views.
But did they address it on the YouTube video? Exactly.
So I have a question, and it's for you, and I'm going to ask it very carefully. After these allegations were put out on you, and you saw what you saw from supporters, people that follow you, your friends, family, how did it make you feel? Like, how did you feel, like, as a person?
As a human being, that it's going to cause like stress, depression, sadness.
Why were you sad?
I did a video. Me and my boy Frankie, we did a video at a park, and the lady had some kids, and the kids knew who I was. And I asked her if I could do videos with the kids. She said yes. They wanted to do it. We did it. And I guess 10 hours later, she saw what was going on the internet about me. And she said, please don't put those videos up. So it does affect in a way. Stuff like that. Yeah.
And I'm sure it's affected your mental health as well, right?
For sure.
So how are you coping with it now?
Day by day. God got my back. So, yeah. That's how I see it.
And you're taking the proper steps, with the right way to do it, to stop these allegations. So I commend you for that.
For sure.
I just wanted to ask that question.
I think that it speaks volumes, the difference between Andrew and these other guys, that like we talked about, it shows face. He shows face to everybody. He's like willing to, take it, to say, I'm guilty, of this, of words, however, I'm not guilty of these actions,
Yeah.
And he was questioned, by a few people.
And then he was put in the hot seat.
It was intense. Even I wanted to put him in the hot seat.
Yeah.
I was like,
was it 2.5K
2.5K
viewers watching the live?
Yeah, I did not.
It really makes me sad because I had an uncle that went to prison for many, many years of false allegations, similar. and it's sad because he ended up getting exonerated. You know, I know that the truth always comes to light, but it's very detrimental. You know, in the end, yes, the truth will come out, but at the end of the day, it's already done a lot of damage. You know, people
it's
don't.
Life. It can ruin someone's life.
Yeah.
You know, and if Andrew hadn't have been, because you've been on the internet for like a long time, right?
About
And
12 years.
For 12 years, and I feel like if he wouldn't have been, you know, on the internet for so long, he wouldn't have already, because as a creator you develop a thick skin, you know, like you already know you get
100%,
you know, and so I feel like
that,
that's the good thing. But had it been anybody else,
yeah.
did they think about that? Like, seriously, because everything that they've brought forward, and this was one of the things that I pointed out, everything that they've brought forward, most of the things are hearsay, right? The proof that they did bring forward, they didn't show, if y'all were joking, like the full context of that. They just made it look like out of context, it looks really bad. Not even that, the doll video. You know, out of context, that looks horrible.
Yeah.
And not
horrible.
Not only that. Let's just say this before this happened. My boy already had haters. The hate was already there. Like you already have haters, right? Haters are over there. The haters are just waiting for something to pop out to be like, let me grab into this, without them even asking what's going on. What's, you know what I'm saying? They hear the audio and everything for proof.
Simple
the thing is the evidence, the proof. Did he really freaking roofie? Did he really freaking do this? No, he didn't. There's no freaking proof. You know, there's nothing. But what these haters do is, you know, they're going to start attacking him even more because, like, they were already attacking him beforehand.
Yeah.
But now that they see this, oh, yo, no, let's cancel him. Let's do this. Let's do that. You know what I'm saying?
I've been fuel to the fire.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people do. And I saw that and I was just like, are y'all not seeing like what, like, I know I'm not the only one seeing this. Like, I can't be, but nobody, that's the other thing. A lot of people were afraid, I felt like, to speak up. And so then when I started just saying, like, where's the proof of this? You know, what's the full context? Did you hee and ha at that joke? Did you call it right then and there? You know, yes, horrible joke, but like, what were your actions?
Makes me
Look,
question.
this is it. And I'll say straight up. If those guys, but the fallout or anything, because the podcast, what was the podcast about? The podcast was not about the evidence. The podcast was about them. Oh, I get kicked out of the group because, yes, Kiki, you got kicked out of the freaking group because you're a freaking snake, unloyal piece of shit. Freaking Jerry is a freaking.
Yeah, that's my bestie. That's my bestie. That's my bestie. That's my bestie.
Like Jerry's just a freaking jealous freaking cloud freaking chaser. That if he's not talking shit on his freaking life, he has no fucking views. You know, nothing. He doesn't know how to entertain. He doesn't know how to do shit. The only freaking views that he can get is when he freaking talks shit about other people. When he bullies other freaking people, which we'll get to that with her too. Okay. I'll tell you guys something.
Oh, there's the moscas.
There's that freaking fly.
There they are, right there.
Fly out of get the fuck out of here. Piece of shit.
Out of here, Jerry. Well, what I'm trying to say is, what would have happened? Okay, I promise you, these group chat things would have never got exposed if these guys were still with us right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Never.
Right.
Fact.
If they were still with us right now, they'd be like, oh my God, Angel, I freaking love you, bro. Keep doing your thing, homie. You're doing great things. Oh, Jerry over here saying his little J Queen voice. Oh, Jerry behind the camera and everything. Right. It probably never came out. Maybe after a year or two, they would have brought it out, like even longer it out, even more longer.
Yeah.
You know,
well, you know why? Because, and a perfect example is that doll video was from, so we asked Nene straight up, like Andrew, straight up, when was that from? Because I had all these questions, right?
Yeah.
And that was one of the questions. And so when in the chat, they started, you know, they're like little detectives, especially when it comes to, you know.
Yeah.
So they were looking and they were like, bro, that was from like 11 years ago.
100%.
And I was like, so then you mean to tell me that video existed? You were aware of it, and you were still cool
I didn't know
from
that.
11 years ago. Homeboys
So
doing this, but you was cool with it.
No. Yeah. Those videos and everything.
Up,
like
you know?
we even, you know what I'm saying? Like it was there like long time when we first started the chat. Like you know what I'm saying? It was already there. Like why? It's like I don't know. We're like boom,
so
it's all appearing that
so
it's something bad and everything.
What kind of gets my mind going? So if these were in that chat before they started working with him, and if it was that horrendous and if it was that bad, why did you work with him to begin with?
Exactly.
Not
only
if that was
that,
against your morals, and
but you know,
for the clout.
Again, I don't know
because they were not real friends.
Yeah.
They were just with him for the
They were
freaking
using
clout.
him.
They were
Yeah,
just
they were
using
using
him. I'm
him.
sorry,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
I
no,
know it's
yeah.
they were just freaking just using you. They were not real friends. They were just there just to like
Come
clinging
up
on
off of
you.
him.
A
Yeah.
real friend holds you accountable.
And
You know what I
as
mean?
soon as they saw that, especially Kiki, at the end of that day when he did that contract, when he told them, hey, don't sign that. I'm going a little bit different, but like as soon as he told them, hey, don't sign that contract, bro, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? What ended up happening? He ended up getting freaking scammed.
They're coming for you.
Well, he went behind either way.
Yeah, either way he went behind. He ended up getting scammed.
Scammed.
And then there was still a chance of him.
Motherfucker.
So there was still
It was on my mic, my bad. My bad.
there was still a chance of him. He had a little bit of hope left that he was gonna go back with Angel, and things were gonna be okay. But no, he saw that Angel said, "Fuck off."
So
I don't wanna be
that's
with
why
you
he
no
took
more."
so long
And then
to
he's like,
speak up.
And then he out of nowhere, Jerry, my best friend. How are you? I haven't seen you in freaking so long. After when us three were together, Jerry, he was talking shit about you, homie. He wanted to freaking punch you in the freaking face. He hates you, homie. He hates you. But he's working with you.
Hold
He's
on,
tag
did you
teaming
hear
with
him
you.
say that? You heard him say that?
Yes, we were in the freaking.
Oh, okay. So
talking.
these are not allegations right here. You heard that from his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, us three
Jerry,
talking,
did you hear
talking
that,
shit.
Jerry?
Because I say it. I talk shit about you, Jerry. I don't like you.
Oh.
I think you're a piece of.
I don't like you either, Jerry.
I don't like you. We don't like you. You're a freaking bully.
I don't like you. You are a bully. You don't.
Man,
you-
and I thought I kept it real.
And I'll keep it real. I'll keep it real. If anything, if for any chance, me and my boy are not together anymore, right?
Send your minions. I don't care.
Let's God forbid that me and my boy are not boys anymore, right? I would never in my freaking life go back to freaking work with Jerry or that freaking stay for Kiki. Never in my life.
Not only that,
'Cause
but
I keep
why
it
would
real.
but why would you out things that were said in private to someone you once cared about?
That's what I'm
only
saying.
when it suits you? Because how does that make
it's
you
like,
look?
It's like me and him. It's like my screen recordings, my freaking focus. It's like I'm screen recording his phone calls for later on. Oh, I'm gonna use them against you, bro.
That's crazy.
Or like I'm a freaking our messages because we have private messages. We
Yeah.
talk about our thing. We're boys, you know.
Yeah.
We go through things. You know,
Girls
he
do
talks
it too.
Exactly.
Women
And
do it
after
too.
if anything happens, whatever, I'm not gonna come out like freaking Jerry and have it all freaking saved up and then bring it out like saving everything. Why are you saving? Like for example,
Yeah.
you talking, I'm like me thinking already
So
that
your
I'm gonna
intent-
bring it out later in
so
the
your
future.
intentions are not in the
Yeah.
right place
Exactly.
to begin with.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So these the consent or whatever voice recording was about a couple of years ago, correct?
Yeah.
So Kiki comes out on his lives talking about, yeah, I asked my wife if this sounded right, and I don't remember his exact words, and she said no. That was his wife's response or something to those, you know. So he talks about now that he's having a daughter, you know, he can't expose his daughter to any of that stuff, right? So in January, we're going back to why did you maintain that friendship? You know, going back to why did you maintain if, you know, that's not how you conduct yourself, you know, your what's that word? Your morale, whatever, your morals, right? That you teach your family. He wrote a little Facebook message and he copies Andrew. I think he had you too, Frank, but are you blocked? I could have sworn I seen from the Facebook from Kiki.
Yeah, I got them.
Okay.
I got them all blocked.
So
I don't
He
get.
said, "I'm not blocked. I got them."
I found this. I found this interesting because I think somebody sent this to me actually, but I went back and I verified that it was coming from his Facebook account, and it says it's addressed to Andrew, I believe. It says when I tell these two, oh yeah, it's addressed to you too because it's a picture of all three of y'all.
Yeah.
He dreams about.
He's
you.
like, "Let me have it."
When I
Go.
tell you these two about a dream I have, they don't doubt me or say it's probably not a good idea to try. When I tell them about an idea I have, they don't fill my head with cotton candy and sunshine. They tell me if they love it or if it sucks. If I tell them about success that I had during this week, they hype me up and they don't take it as bragging. Also, usually in the one who is too nice and gets taken advantage of. But with these two, he's trying to say he's the too nice one, and he usually gets taken advantage of. Okay? But with these two, I have to compete for who is more generous. And they also both happen to love making people laugh as much as I do. I say that to say when it comes to this life, I go where you're most go with where you're most valued. Love you, broskies.
So what changed?
That
from
was
what day
January
was that?
17th of
so
this
he
year.
was talking about nice, sweet things about
Yes,
us and
and
how
he had a
yeah.
picture of all three of y'all.
Oh, okay, that's sweet. That's
saying
sweet.
painting out the opposite, of what now
what
he's
been
painting
saying,
out.
He's been saying that Andrew has never been happy, especially when he made that contract, and that's the reason why their friendship fell off, right?
Damn.
Yeah. So I'm sorry,
Actions.
buddy, but January
And-
17th said different. You know.
And this was said, supposedly, of the bad things. This was said right, kind of like literally after he said the things they say that that were like that they are against, right? Mm-hmm. And this was said him telling him that he loves them and he cares
Not
about
just
them.
you
That's
too,
wild.
Yeah. Correct.
See, and it's things like that are so telling. Like, for instance, right? I was live. And I accidentally had left the title because we had discussed all of this on my live on Tuesday, right? And so it was like Friday. And so my I didn't even realize my title stayed the same. Normally I have a default mentioned you. That's always my title. Right. But I had changed it on Tuesday when we were discussing all of this going on.
Right.
And so Friday I'm live and Kiki comes into my live because his prima was on my live. And she was like, she came in there. I didn't even know who she was. And she said, so how do you feel about this Andrew Benitez situation?
That's right. That's why I came in your live.
And I said, because I had changed my title once my mod let me know, hey, amiga, you still have the title. And I was like, oh, my, by the way, shout out Rhinestone.
Shout out Rhinestone.
Shout out Rhinestone.
To my mod, you're amazing. I love you.
She is.
And so she was like, hey, you still have Andrew's name, by the way. And I said, oh, my bad. This is not, I don't want anybody to think that I'm continuing this for whatever. I said my piece, I'm done, right? So I changed it. Well, his prima came in after when I changed it. That's when she came in and she started talking about what do you think about it? And I was like, oh, I already changed my title, but just so you know, and I gave her a brief overview of what I thought. Yes, what he did was wrong, but he's addressed it. He allowed himself to be held accountable by people, even like myself. They were like, yeah, bro, that was wrong.
And when you came at him, you came at him strong.
Oh, yeah, because
very strong.
I came at everybody. I said, what did I say? I even said about you. I said, I'm just going to keep it real. All of y'all look bad. All of y'all.
I remember
because
that.
I don't think that Kiki is doing what I think that he thought he was going to do.
I agreed with that too, 100%.
Yeah. And because like literally I told my mod that he reminds me of the cartoon, the Tom and Jerry where they're like, and it backfires.
Yeah.
And they're like, that's literally what he reminded me of. No, but for
No,
real.
seriously, yeah.
The little man and his hair's all slicked back and it blew up in his face because literally that's what it looked like. Because I was like, you thought, and one of the things that I said, you thought that you were going to climb up that hill and you were going to speak what you're going to speak and you were only going to put one cross up there to crucify one person. My boy, you forgot yours. You forgot Jerry's. You even forgot Frank's. If I'm being real, right? I was like, you're not doing what you think that you did. The problem, though, is because we're talking about actions, is that now he already did everything he can possibly do. We all agree it was bad. That's all that he could do. But
Sorry,
is
it's
hold
a fly.
himself. Yeah, it's a fly
It's a freaking
situation. So that's all that he can do. He's done that at this point.
Right.
What more do you want? You want to continue crucifying him to that cross?
That's what I said. Do y'all want more
even
blood?
Been up there
yeah,
yourself.
Yeah.
Like how do you expect that? And that right there is just a witch hunt.
Yeah,
because
it's a witch hunt.
At
Correct.
this
A
point,
lynch mob, right?
All he can do, all anybody in the situation can do is look. They addressed it. Andrew apologized, held himself accountable. All we can do is now, I said, I know I'll be watching you. I know everybody will. And, if he does mess up again, if he's truly the person he's being painted out to be, he will do it again.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
If he's not, hey, you know what? Kudos to you.
But
That's growth. That's change.
But you know what? I find it difficult as well. It's like no matter what he does, I know since this is my first time meeting him in person, but I've talked to Andrew, his mod and whatnot. And I can tell you that he is a giving person. He's always given to the community, He's helped me out a couple of times, okay? And this is not why I'm doing this, okay? But my point bringing that up is that even when you guys were, giving to the homeless, people made it seem like, oh, he's just trying to get.
Oh yeah, because they'll always have something bad to say.
Bad
That's always.
Look, I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, go ahead.
Me and him, we're not even always on camera. We go out and everything. I see him randomly, like I don't know, we're buying somebody's groceries or randomly going to a homeless, giving him some money. He's not on the camera. Like I'm there watching it. He's like, we don't record that.
Yeah.
Like so he does these things even off the camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he does this. So like the thing is with people, like it is like, oh, he didn't record it, so it's not there. Or like now that he recorded it, it's like people are like, oh,
exactly.
Now he's doing it. So
That's
like he's
called
lying.
damned if you
so
do,
it's
damned if you don't.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
always
Gaslighting.
something. Damned if you do,
Gaslighting
damned if
too.
you don't.
Yeah.
Audience
But-
gaslighting.
I want to ask you a question. Okay.
What's up?
It's back to the post that she just read.
Oh, yeah,
the
that
one
was
that Kiki made.
interesting.
Okay. So this was in January, right?
January
Yeah.
17th
Of this year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can you just add a little to that? Like,
I have timestamps, by the way.
Ooh, she said I
She
came with
with
the
receipts.
receipts, girl. That's my kind of girl.
So, yeah.
Not like these other people
What
that
can
you know
you
are
add to
putting
that?
little like they did because
Snippets, yeah.
that's one of the things I was like, show the full receipts.
Receipt, yes.
Everything.
You can tell was clipped.
And I
though.
was gonna ask
Sorry,
him when he
but-
came to my live, and he said he interrupted. First of all, he came to my live very sideways. I was just like, and he was like, because it was going back to the prima, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, take her down from there, blah blah blah, trying to silence, right? And I was just like, bro. Like what you're not gonna do is come up in here
In my platform and try to, yeah.
and then not only that, but be as demeaning as you're being to me as a woman. Like you're not gonna do that.
Oh, he was definitely disrespectful to you,
And-
and
and
you
not
didn't
on-
deserve that.
And not only that, but his wife also was up in there. And I was just like, oh my God. And he blocked, when I found out what he blocked his prima for, it was because he was carrying on. He had told the family
That he was done
we're
with it.
done.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about this anymore. And he continued. So the prima came up to say, hey, you know what? I was just telling him, hey, I thought you were done with the drama. Why are you still talking about it? He blocked me. He didn't want to hear. So he was trying to silence, he was trying to
definitely
silence
tried
her
to silence her. Yeah.
and also silence me because, that's crazy. I was just, and those actions were very telling to me.
Yes.
And even, I know what you had shared briefly. You didn't tell me everything, but what you had been through, I was just like, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Because that shows a lot of his character, like, and how he is, like, how he treats situations, because he could have easily been like Andrew and been like, hey, if you don't agree with me, come up here.
Right.
Andrew went into my chat.
Yes.
I didn't expect that because I was going, like I said, I was going in. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong too. You're cool, but no, I'm just kidding. But I was literally,
Yeah, no,
going and I was being fair all across the board.
I thought you were fair.
And at
that's
the
what
end
a lot
of the
people
day-
appreciated about you.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, it was just like, when Kiki, that was just the cherry on top.
The thing is that Kiki thought that you took sides. You didn't take
I
sides
didn't.
at all.
I didn't.
The difference is that he actually went up to your freaking thing and you told him what's up and
Exactly.
everything.
I
And
said
then-
to your virtual face. I'm going
virtual
to tell
face.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And what did Kiki do? You know what I'm saying? What did Kiki do? He came in. He like, let me talk.
Yeah.
And then when it was your turn to talk, disconnect.
Exactly, because he said, can you let me finish talking and I'll let you talk after. And then so I said,
So you gave him the floor.
I said, yeah, I gave
You
him
gave
the
him the
floor.
floor.
I said, okay, with respect, con respeto, right? Like, I'll go ahead and give you the floor. And then afterwards, and he goes, and that's all I had to say. But the
Click.
crazy thing
Yeah.
was he just played an audio, right? And he still didn't do what he thought. Like, I swear, he still didn't do what he thought he was going to do. He plays he goes, well, because that's how he got up in the first place. What if I want to show something bad? I was like, bad? What do you mean, right? And so then he kept on, I guess you don't want me up there, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And I said, girl. Exactly.
clickbaited you,
Just like he
yes.
did all of us for the
Yes.
podcast, right? Like the same
Exactly.
shit. The same shit. So I said, you know what, girl? Do you mind if we just get him down and
Yes.
that way we can see what he's got to say?
I wasn't ready for her to come down.
And she said, no, she wanted to hear too. His
Yeah.
own family she said, we have a lot of the same thoughts and opinions that you're saying right now about Kiki, because he has not always exhibited the best of behaviors. And I was just like,
Yes.
shook by that.
I was
like, girl. So then when he went up there, he plays an audio of someone alleging, yeah, it wasn't me, but my girls sister or whatever. And it's like, okay, but where are, and in the chat, because I asked on my live, where are the DMs, the actual receipts? That's not a receipt. That's, anybody could pay anybody to say some shit like that. Where's the actual DMs of Andrew being in a freaking group chat with these said minors that you're playing on this for everybody to hear because you want to further the narrative that he's like some, basically a pedo, right? Doing this shit with minors. And he said in the chat, there is no proof. Then why are you bringing that forward and bringing that on a live stream,
who
sir?
said
And he also said he was going to...
Kiki said in the chat that there was no DM proof.
Yes.
So I said, why are you bringing it up then? That's the same thing you're doing. This was like just this past Friday that this happened.
So they put out what they put out, and then he backtracks and says, "Oh, there is no."
Exactly. So then why did you have
There's
to say
actually
it? To
a
further
screen
defame
of him
and
saying
tear
that.
down
Yes.
Andrew's character is what it seemed like to me and a lot of the people in the
Wait,
chat.
and people haven't caught on to that yet?
They started they did
Other
start
people,
to.
hold on, like other people.
They're
like,
They're starting to.
okay. So I'm like, wait, like if he said
Oh,
that,
ask the
besides
real-
the ones that are...
backtracking now. He's
Exactly.
backtracking. That's what he's
Exactly.
doing.
He's
He's
backpedaling.
trying to
Yep,
clean
yep.
up his mess.
Exactly.
That's what he's trying to do. That's what it
and
sounds
he's
like.
trying to silence
Allegedly.
people. Exactly, allegedly. And allegedly, he's trying to silence people that are calling him on his shit. But it's funny because when we called, and I was one of them, when I called Andrew on his shit, he didn't come at me sideways or anything.
And you saw the thing about the difference. You can see the difference. You called him out. He came in, talked to you nicely, sweet, and everything.
Respectful.
You
Yep.
respectfully.
Exactly.
You called Kiki out. He gets all mad. Oh,
Bashed at me.
I
don't want to hear it. I don't want...
Not only that,
You want to see me? I will box you. I never go freaking box you.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
And then after that thing, you went live and started going.
yeah, he did a
I went
whole.
to box you. I went through hash and you were just.
Oh, yeah, there was some boxing.
Every time this guy is freaking wrong, he gets freaking pissed
Exactly.
off.
And
like,
why?
And like does his little shit of trying to intimidate and
I have
freaking
to
bully
say,
people.
I'm
He
still
gets very
shocked about
defensive.
Yeah,
it.
gets
Yeah,
really defensive.
but you know what
defensive.
that
I
shows?
still have a
That
hard
shows
time
someone
believing
who
that side of him.
isn't
I really
ready
do.
They're
to face
reflecting.
accountability.
They're reflecting
That's what
also.
it shows.
Yeah.
It shows that they're not ready to face accountability, and that's why they lash out. That's true, like
But where was
narcissistic
Jerry?
behavior.
Going back to Jerry, because I feel like Jerry has his whole hands and feet and all of this, but he's letting Kiki take all of it while he sits back. And I believe, yes, and he's making. Yeah, he's pulling the strings. Yes,
Yeah, the
exactly
yeah.
what he's doing. Allegedly. Yeah.
Oh, Kiki. Well, yeah, he was trying to control me, so.
Oh yeah, he's the puppet
He's
master.
a puppet master.
Sorry.
Correct. You know.
Wow, that makes sense. Because he didn't even know me, and he was already trying to control my whole live
visualize
stream.
things, that's
and
why.
I was like,
No, yeah,
who
for
are
sure.
you to tell me?
I think, and I just want to add real quick, and why I say what I say about Jerry is Jerry, I think before they all stopped talking, so something that happened to me with him. So when I was mod for Andrew, and I was also mod for Kiki. I was on live with, he was being a sore loser, Jerry, because I was throwing against, and he was losing. I think it was all four of y'all.
She admits it. I was throwing against him.
Well,
I love the honesty.
I was, because I don't know if Andrew was there. I was throwing for all three of them except Jerry.
Oh,
That's what's going on. And so he was like, "Oh, I bet you, because Erika just hates on me." So he was talking a lot of mess, but then on top of that, he was talking about other females, right? Oh. And then he muted me or blocked me. I can't remember which happened. He muted me or blocked me, and I think I went in somebody's live and I said, "Why did he mute me or block me? Like why is he getting so pissed off?"
like blocked you from the live or completely blocked you?
Like
you
when I
can't
went in
see
there
me?
and I was like, "I'm just playing. Why are you getting so mad?" And I think I got blocked. And then I went in and I told Kiki. He
said,
me.
"Gift me, and I won't be mad."
Yeah.
I said,
So I was like,
Allegedly.
what?
Allegedly, yes.
Allegedly.
So he was really.
Oh wow.
But I heard that wasn't the first time this went on. So anyway. It's okay. So
Apologies.
yes, no, he was pissed, right? Basically, and then I went on live the next day or something. I don't remember, but all the girls were saying, "Oh, like they were trying to comfort me. Don't. He's done that to me. You know, he bullies women. Don't let it get to you." And then so I got on live, and then like the same women came and followed me and were on my live. And then I think there was a girl that was telling me she's special needs. and that he bullied her.
Oh,
And so as I'm reading the comments, I was like, I'm so sorry. You know, obviously I'm telling her I'm sorry. That's a no-no. And I was on live with another friend of mine, and we were kind of talking about it. I was reading the comments. So kind of like to sum it up, he went and took a small clip and made like this little series about me and saying that I brought these assumptions and allegations.
Wait, hold on. Kind of like what they did to him?
Yes.
No.
Yes, and send all these people to bully me, and didn't even play the full clip.
Wow.
So I had to make a video defending myself. Hold
on, can I ask?
Yeah.
What it was that he like? What kind of clip did he make? Wait, hold on. I want to hear like what kind of clip did he make?
Like he made like if he was on a podcast, like basically.
Kind of like
yes.
Interesting.
And did he show proof or did he not show any proof?
He clipped and edited. He didn't show the whole live. Like, you know, just to make his agenda
his side, the same
clickbait.
Yes.
It just kind of shows that it's
pattern of behavior.
Not only are they doing this because they're doing this to him because they're like, oh, this is a big opportunity. Let's get some clout on him. But they've done this
to multiple people.
And Kiki and Jerry, they both would always get mad at like, oh, why did they throw against me? Why did he throw against me? Why did she throw against me?
And
then they would like bash him.
Like a gift. Like when they're battling.
They get slapped against.
Yeah. And you lose.
Like sore losers. They don't know how to freaking lose. Like they're sore losers. They don't know how to lose. It's you know, like at the end of the day, it's a game where we're battling. You know what I'm saying?
Make it fun.
It's for fun. You know. Because both creators,
tell me what to do with my
benefit from exposure to each other. It's like a virtual collab, and not only that, but you know, you're getting gifted in the process.
And that's why she got bullied, because she was.
Wow.
For that, so it's true what I said. You didn't gift them, and he got mad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was joking,
and
but okay.
It turns out it wasn't allegedly.
Yeah.
And
so
apparently it wasn't just me. I mean, all these females coming in my live that didn't even know me, that followed him, were saying how disrespectful, how mean he was to females. And it just so happened one of those girls, and she had special needs. You know, I have a big heart for people that can't take up for themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, they're vulnerable.
Yeah.
So you know, and that was where his thing. He found a perfect way to humiliate me. You know, because I don't have a big following, obviously. You know.
Now that you said that, something kind of just comes to my head that like if allegedly this Jerry guy is known to kind of bully women, especially, right? You know, it's kind of like maybe being done because he probably knows women are not going to come forward and talk about it, right? Like to expose him.
Yes.
And that's why he keeps doing it.
He keeps doing it, right?
Right? Because if you think about it, what woman's going to want to come forward and be like, oh, I was bullied by
especially if they've seen the bullying taking place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then too, like, for example, let's say that was me, right? As the woman, right? In that situation, I would be humiliated, embarrassed.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it would take a big hit on my pride too, and my self-esteem, everything, just all the above, you know. So I wonder just how many more women there are out there that have been, victims of bullying of him.
No, there's others.
Wow,
Helica,
that's interesting.
they were just under Jerry and Kiki not too long ago bullying Helica. Another,
So there's receipts of all of this.
Yeah, there's receipts. He called her broad, and then Kiki said that she was deriding.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Deriding Andrew's, that she was the biggest derider out of all Andrew's lovers.
She was what?
The big derider.
Writer.
This is the thing I don't understand. Okay, this is the thing.
We'll bleep that out.
Okay.
Oh my bad.
I said what?
Try to keep it.
Okay, so they're talking. Okay, they're talking shit about this, but then they're also going and talking. Cause I also heard that
allegedly
they were talking shit about his weight loss. They were literally on the group chat. Literally, not even talking about like this.
No, even in public, y'all didn't see that.
Oh yeah.
They did it on a live stream too. I saw clips of it, and that's when I was just like, so they're literally body shaming him, and they were trying to say he did drugs.
Basically, what I see is this didn't work. So let's go with the freaking tell him. Let's talk about his weight. This didn't work. Let's talk about this. This didn't work. Let's talk about this other person. This other person. So they go from person to person, person. That's when I tell you that Jerry, the only time he gets views is when he's talking shit about other people and bullying them. That's the only entertainment he brings. That's the what you are is what you attract.
Yep.
So do you think that, hypothetically speaking, they're known as bullies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
At this point.
Because you've been a victim of his, right?
Yeah.
Did you know that,
Yeah,
like about him,
Jerry's,
or did you get any red flags or
That's
things
what I
that
was
would make?
asking earlier about, you know, 'cause
that
he's-
brings it back to
With-
that. Like I
with
want to know.
with Kiki Rec He was. I didn't know he was good at hiding it. Like I really thought Rick and Kiki was a great man because he prays before he does. Like I'm like, well, family man,
family man,
you know?
yeah.
And then he caught me off guard at the end when all this shit happened, and he ended up being a fucking snake and everything. Jerry, I already had my things where like Jerry's. I would tell him because I have like something issue going on with my health issue with my heart. And I would always tell Jerry, Jerry, I got this going on. I trusted him and I told him this. I gonna go with this and that. And like he would always like take jabs at me, telling me kind of like, oh, we should go out and do this, or like kind of like throw jabs at me, kind of like making me feel like him knowing that I can't do these things. Him kind of like saying shit on purpose to kind of like jab me and like jab me and
like basically like bad jokes.
Bad jokes, and him knowing that what I got going on is something serious that I freaking take to heart. And a friend is not gonna be putting you down and kind of like just poking at you like that. And that goes the same for him too. When we were out in public, he would tell Jerry so many times, Jerry, please behave. Please don't misbehave, especially in front of kids.
Like I had to treat him like a kid. Like I had to tell him yes or what not to do, what to do, kind of thing. But yeah, that's why I cut him off, because he was just doing little jabs and
doing sexual jokes in front of like we're out in public in front of kids.
He's accusing,
right? You know, asking me like when we were there, Frank, how big is your freaking horse? I'm like, bro, like
kids in front of him.
Frank, dude, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and you know what I'm saying, like things like that, and like,
wow, because I saw a live where he was trying to make it seem like, no, that's his name. So of course, when I say his name, I'm gonna say.
You guys saw that video where like I'm going like this. That day,
you just were waiting to do that.
Wait. How were you just waiting? How were you doing?
He waited all day for that. He waited all day for that.
How did you do it? How did you do it?
And the way he goes, like he doesn't want to do it again.
Anyways, I don't know if you guys saw that video of like when the lady went and did that.
Oh
right?
yeah.
So basically what happened, we were all going to the smoke shop. Kiki we were gonna go buy.
See, I wasn't there that day.
No, he wasn't there. We went to go to the smoke shop, and
allegedly
he was gonna get his babe. Rick, we're gonna get Kate. Before we go into the store, these two ladies were getting off the bar. You know, they were kind of intoxicated, kind of drinking and everything. And they came up to me, kind of like, you know, I'm like, I just went along with it. Hey, how's it going, ladies? How you doing? Everything good? Like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then Jerry was the one behind the camera. That basically we were like, first dance, Frank, let's get a video.
Funny.
Dance. And Jerry,
so he recorded the receipts that they're bringing.
And Jerry, for his convenience, took the audio out.
Oh yeah, yes, he did.
He took the audio out.
To make it look bad.
He's the one that told the lady, touch Frank's freaking horse. And that's why you guys see my expression.
Are you fucking surprised?
What the? Like, she actually did it, but Jerry was the one that told her, grab the freaking horse.
Wow.
I've been saying that.
Okay, and what did the lady say?
The lady, like I said, they were intoxicated.
She just went in.
She
just went in.
For it, and
she was getting encouraged to do it, you know.
I was like, you guys saw my face. I was like,
yeah.
Like I was like, but yeah.
I just want to say this real quick. I cut off Kiki because disloyalty. Frankie saw it for his own eyes, witnessed it, and that's all I gotta say about that. Just disloyalty, though.
So is that referencing the post that she read?
Oh yeah.
Go back to that post.
So we're going back to that post. Is that
January.
that
Yes.
One on January 17th.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, he was being fake the whole time.
Wow.
And I already had a feeling. I already had in my gut something's up with Kiki for a minute.
So like a situation happened, let's say, and then you kind of cut him off after that situation.
A big situation.
Basically, for our group chat, we all had like a pack, you know, like we were like together. Like if we don't like something, you kind of like him warning us, hey, I don't want to associate with her anymore because I know the way she is. I know how she did me, so I don't want you guys to associate with that person.
Or go through the same thing.
I'm trying to save them.
Or like
I'm being good.
And trust me, and people think like, oh, because Angel's trying to control you. Angel's the one that control you. No, I've told Angel too. Hey, bro, can you block this person for me, bro? They're bad people.
It's a mutual respect.
It's a mutual. He does it. He's done it. He's had my back. I have his back. It's a mutual. It's a broker, like you said. And for I guess whatever you want to keep going with that?
You go for it.
And for Kiki to just go behind his back after him telling him, warning him to be careful, and then I don't know, where him thinking it's okay to like, hey guys. At first when I saw the picture, I'm like, oh wow, he got a house. He got a new house. Congratulations, my boy. But then I saw that he went behind his back and my back and signed some paperwork for a program that he was excited about, and ended up being a freaking scam.
Is this the you're talking about?
In the group
because
chat.
Kiki, no, but he posted videos also about it. So it's like a
picture,
contract or something, right? That
Yeah,
he got
contract and
himself
everything.
into
Gets
for
a-
reality TV
Yeah,
or
reality
something,
TV.
right?
And he
And I'm only
exposed her.
speaking about it because he posted
And
it
then-
on his
and then
social
he-
media.
He
So
exposed her too.
Exactly.
he exposed too.
The lady.
The lady.
Oh, okay, wow.
They call her the med spa
Okay,
lady.
so
but
that
yeah.
was the situation that technically broke your friendship with him.
For sure. 100%.
Got it.
on
Okay,
that.
so technically you feel no, like he was not a friend because you told him like basically,
Never a friend.
hey, this person did me
ulterior
wrong or
motives.
whatever the case might have been. Okay, got it.
More
Okay.
towards all Andrew can do is continue to hold himself
himself
accountable.
accountable.
Now we've heard so much more truth from Frank, you know, that
a
we
lot.
didn't get to hear. We've heard from
That's
you.
huge,
The
you
pattern
know,
of
because
behavior.
he's been quiet behind through all this, you know,
Frank,
and that's huge.
Is there anything else you would like to add?
Exactly.
Because I want to hear a little bit more from you. I know we're kind of short on time, but I would like to hear a little bit
I
more
feel
on you,
I
like
kinda
based on everything like that's
Yeah.
going on, right? Especially with the allegations, like, you know,
Uh-huh,
even as the friendship the four of y'all had, right? Because y'all had a friendship before
Yeah,
being
yeah, yeah,
honest,
yeah.
right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
like personally, like how do you feel about everything that's happened and this transpiring at the moment?
I feel like what they're trying to do, I feel like what they are trying to, they're just trying to like literally cancel. They literally just don't, like literally their hate is so much. They're freaking, not only that, the hate, but
clouts
also the
them.
clout they want. The clout they're going to get out of it.
By the
And-
way, Do
Temporary.
It for the Clout coming out soon, my new music video.
Oh, shit.
So I'm just saying, do it for the clout.
Stay tuned.
Hashtag do it for the clout.
Stay
but,
tuned.
But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day,
I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, no.
I love all my supporters. Thank y'all so much for just being by my side throughout this whole journey and throughout all these allegations and stuff like that. So thank y'all so much. I love y'all, man.
So now that
And to my haters, hi haters.
So,
Yeah.
so now that we've talked about all this, you know, how about we talk about something positive?
Yes. After all the 45 minutes of bullshit y'all heard, let's do something positive now. Let's talk about MaryJane, the new music video coming out soon. Bam, 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 bam. Everybody on him. Hashtag MaryJane. Okay, all right, stop. That's enough. That's enough. Frankie, what do you think about this music video?
I think it was a success, bro. I think I've been doing music videos with
Oh,
you.
we got the video right here.
Oh, you got it right here.
Sneak
Well,
peek.
Let's check it out then. Let's see what we got over here. Sneak freaking preview. Let's see what we.
I'm not gonna lie, I teared up at the end.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that was good.
That was a
Andrew.
great
Yes.
Wow.
It was like a
That's
premiere movie,
That's
right?
like a
yeah.
piece of art.
Yes.
Like that literally did look like a movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Can,
it looks
can
really
we?
good.
I mean, this was edited really freaking phenomenal.
Phenomenal, yes.
Amazing.
Shout out to my boy Adan. He's the editor on this. Shout out to my boy
That was
Adan. He's the
awesome.
editor, and he is the.
Adan, good job, Adan.
Good
job,
shit, brother. Good
yes.
shit, man. Good shit.
Big boy Bronx.
When did you record this? Or when did y'all record this? A couple
3
months
weeks ago.
Or 3 weeks ago?
Well, that's the thing. 3 weeks, and for it to be like how,
Like that?
like
It was
usually,
about 3 weeks ago, right?
So we're good.
What'd y'all think?
I love
I
it.
loved it, honestly.
I love it.
What'd you like about it?
What I like about it, I just love the transitions. I just love that, like I said, it has a little bit of happiness. It has a little bit of
Sex,
smoothness. It has a little bit of sexiness. It has a little bit of randomness.
It was well thought out, right?
It has and a
you
story.
and a story behind it, right?
Yeah.
Like very
Yeah.
vivid, right? Like it's,
Yeah.
I don't know, yeah.
Like I said, it makes you want to puff pass. You know,
It's sexy. Yeah.
I like the women on there.
beautiful.
Yeah.
sexy,
Yes.
you know, like,
Yes.
It's like kind of like
Like
about a relationship.
Yeah,
too. It's
yeah.
like the first time, you know, whatever. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
What did you think?
I loved it. I was like, literally, those are the type of music videos that I like, you know, back in the day, like old school rap and stuff. It had stories. Those were always my favorite, and that reminds me.
Almost had like that Joker vibe too, right?
Yeah, like Frankie. I was like, he's giving Joker vibes.
Yeah,
I love it.
yes,
it was pretty awesome.
Yeah, because like this video, like you can tell, like it's about MaryJane,
and the girls'
it's
parties,
about MaryJane.
right?
The video, you know, like some videos, it's like they name it a certain title, and it's not even that. You know, this one is it. It's it. I love it.
Cool.
Y'all heard it firsthand.
Good
Make sure
job.
to check out this music video when it comes out. Coming out very soon. I will be promoting videos on MaryJane, so be on the lookout for that. I love y'all. Any last words from y'all? Anybody?
Be freaking jealous, estúpidos.
We love you and we support you. I'm not going nowhere, so I'll be your friend anytime you need it.
Appreciate you. Thank
His
you.
biggest supporter.
I'm your biggest number one supporter. Hey, and not to mention your only mod. Hey,
facts.
Well, I would like to say you're wrong because I'm his biggest supporter. And I think that you're doing everything that you could possibly do. Just keep on doing that. Keep on, you know, you've already apologized. You've, you know, held yourself accountable, and just keep on showing that your apology was genuine and your actions are true, and that's all you can do.
That's all you can do.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, I would like to say that I'm actually his biggest supporter.
Oh,
so
damn.
sorry,
both
ladies.
true.
Okay.
You know what? I like to say that I'm his biggest supporter. not only do I
I think
support
MaryJane is his biggest supporter.
Well, not only do I support you, I love you, dog. You're my brother. Hey, you got a friend with me. You got a brother. You got family, bro. I love you, man. You're doing your thing, man. Love you, man.
All right. Yes.
We'll kiss later.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed the 45 minutes of bullshit. And oh my god. And we out of here. Bye, freaking dumbass. Bosh, you freaking ugh.
Do you love me? Who do I love? MaryJane. Who do I